at lovedreamingpeach.com.
Turned off all the lights. It's actually 2:54 a.m. Kind of wanted to talk for a minute. So I really should be going to sleep. Of course, it's 2:55 a.m. So Dinner Pancakes is someone I recently found, and I've seen that he's gained about 10,000, 5 or 10,000 new subscribers since the whole allegedly attempted assassination attempt. And anyway, I really wanted to talk about a few videos that he made. He's very eloquent, and he talks about critical thinking in a way that is, he sounds so smart. He's really smart, and he speaks on a high intellectual level, I feel like. And he's very calm, and he seems like a really good teacher. And I feel like I'm a smart person, but maybe I talk a little bit more like everyday kind of talk. At least it seems like that to me. And he was making excellent points about misinformation and disinformation and bot farms and trolls and highly ignorant people and people who just kind of regurgitate sound bites that really just push disinformation. And he did a really good video where he talked about how the media can outright lie and how a headline can be completely false, and then the blurb, and I'm paraphrasing, the blurb that you read that is before either the paywall or the part where you have to click more, which most people don't bother to read, is often misleading, if not outright lie. And I follow Rick Hogue on YouTube, Hoag. He's a lawyer. And I don't know if he's still currently doing it, but he used to do every morning. He would do headlines and lies. I don't know exactly what he called it, but he would go in depth about that exact subject, how the media will outright lie, and they will also, so they will have an extremely misleading headline, and then the little blurb will completely falsify what the information actually says in the article or the report or the study or in the actual news. For example, in the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, I was watching the trial every single day, 8 hours of testimony and witnesses and stuff like that. And then there would be headlines that were absolute lies, total garbage, that literally would lie about what had happened. And if you were like most people and you only read headlines, then you're going to have a complete false belief based on a lie. So Dinner Pancakes also talked about the bot farms, and then the people who are, again, I'm paraphrasing, I'm using my own words. So I consider there's a difference between actual ignorance, like you're just genuinely ignorant, you just don't know. You don't know, and you don't know that you don't know, and then maybe you're misinformed. Maybe you falsely believe the wrong thing. So you can be ignorant but not really know it, and then you cannot know you're ignorant and believe you know something which is false. So you're not malicious or malignant or intending. You're not willfully ignorant. You're not outright ignoring something in your face or deliberately lying. So disinformation is when you basically lie, and you spread lies because you're intending to spread false information. For example, I saw in the comments somebody on some YouTube channel I was watching, and they were talking about the innocent, cold-blooded murder of Sonia Macy by that evil, racist, disgusting, despicable man who was a cop who killed her in cold-blooded murder, fabricated a fake-ass thing. And anyway, so there was some totally willfully ignorant, racist troll in the comments who kept repeating, she threatened him. She threatened to throw the water at him, which was an outright lie. And everybody was saying, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. Okay, and what Dinner Pancakes was talking about is there are people like that where they know that they're lying. They are willfully, they are on purpose rage bait. That's the term. They are trying to rage bait you. And why I'm mentioning this and why I keep mentioning Dinner Pancakes, I don't know what his real name is, mentioning it is because there are people who will do this on purpose just to enrage you and to exhaust you and to try to get you to fight a unwinnable argument, because in fact they are, they're mudslinging. They're just trying to enrage you. They're just name calling and just lying and twisting facts, taking things and just straight up lying. And so the point of this video is don't fall for it. I posted the last 2 videos that I made here. I combined them and I put them together, and they're side by side, and it's a little kind of like, oh, I should have put a warning for flash. But anyway, some totally willfully ignorant rage bait person, which made me really sad because they had the name vegan in their name, which makes me think you're not really vegan. But they wrote a comment on my video about vote for Kamala. If you vote for Kamala, you're racist. And I just responded, troll? It's like, it's so ludicrous. I can't even begin to respond. And more people need to elevate your own intelligence by realizing that sometimes people just want to argue with you just because they want to fling the mud. If you want to wrestle with a pig, they will enjoy it. They love the mud. It's fun for them. They enjoy making you feel unhinged. They being people who like to rage bait by dropping comments that are so clearly just hateful, ignorant, willfully ignorant, racist, and intended to stir hatred and discord and discontent, and people who claim to be Democrats but then are out here hating on Kamala. Do a little bit of research. Stop you being racist. Are you actually trying to help Trump win? If you're out here claiming to be a Democrat and you're shitting on Kamala, then you might as well just admit that you are racist, or you don't actually care about women's rights, LGBTQ rights, healthcare, or basically any kind of decency. People who, were not born on this soil having rights. And, if you're here on this soil, the chances are very slim that you were an indigenous person. So this whole country is set up on
average sixth grader? Did you know that anyone, including news companies, can publish lies and claim to be publishing news? There are no laws or regulations that say journalists or reporters must tell the truth, because the information in the headline and the fold and above the fold might be different. Reading from a teleprompter on Wednesday night as you off bias here. Do they know that Biden has a... Of course. Yes, I can explain this. Platforms like TikTok. Do you remember when I told you? Does that look like a bullet went less than a quarter of an inch from his head? And why did Lindsey Graham today, of all people, in order to get ahead of these pictures,